You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. What if the world only knew one side of you? The trophies. The titles. The pressure. But not the person. Coco Gauff, Grand Slam champion, global icon, and the face of a new generation, is stepping away from the baseline and into a quieter, more intimate space. Not a locker room. Not a stadium. But a mirrored and a candid Vogue feature. Coco invites us into her everyday skincare and makeup routine, revealing something even more powerful than beauty tips: perspective. Tennis is what I do, but it's not who I am. And in those words, America hears a champion redefining balance, identity, and self-care. Coco Gauff is used to being watched. Under lights. Under pressure. Under expectation. But this time, the cameras aren't capturing forehands or match points, they're capturing real life. And Vogue's intimate sit-down, Coco lets viewers into her daily routine, the ritual she relies on while traveling the world, the way she manages oily skin, and the mindset behind why she chooses not to wear makeup on court. This is not a glamour piece, it's a grounding one. Life on tour is chaotic. Different cities. Different climates. Different time zones. For Coco, skincare isn't about luxury, it's about consistency. She explains how travel can wreak havoc on oily skin, especially under stress and constant movement. Her solution? Simple, repeatable habits. Cleanse. Moisturize. Protect. No extremes. No overload. Because when everything else changes, routine becomes stability. Brain-wise self-care is mental training. Coco doesn't separate skincare from performance. Her taking care of her skin is part of taking care of her mind. The quiet moments before bed. The calm before competition. These rituals slow time. They remind her that she's more than rankings, more than results. Lipstick. Why Coco Gauff doesn't wear makeup on court. One of the most talked about moments in the Vogue feature comes when Coco explains why she doesn't wear makeup during matches. It's not about rules, it's about freedom. On court, she wants nothing extra and no distractions. No discomfort. Just her body, her breath, and the game. Makeup belongs to self-expression. Competition belongs to focus, and Coco knows the difference. Tennis performance first. Always. Sweat. Heat. Intensity. Professional tennis is brutal. Coco understands that embracing her natural self on court is part of respecting the sport. It's not about appearance, it's about function. That mindset, practical, disciplined, intentional, is what separates champions from stars. Statue of Liberty. Why New York City feels like home. When the conversation turns to cities, Coco lights up. Especially when she talks about New York City. The noise. The energy. The diversity. She explains why competing in New York brings out something special in her. The crowd doesn't just watch. They feel. They react. They believe. For Coco, New York is pressure and possibility in the same breath. Dress planning. Tournament outfits. Style with purpose. Fashion isn't random for Coco Gauff, it's intentional. She reveals that she plans her tournament outfits in advance, long before she steps onto the court. Not for vanity, but for confidence. When she knows she feels good, she plays free. Colors matter. Fit matters. Comfort matters. Because when the details are handled, the mind can compete. Globe showing Europe-Africa balancing fashion and athletic identity. Coco understands her influence. She knows young fans are watching. But she's careful not to let style overshadow substance. Fashion is expression. Tennis is craft. And she refuses to confuse the two. That balance, visible yet grounded, is what makes her relatable. Woman. Medium dark skin tone, curly hair, oily skin. Real talk. Coco doesn't glamorize perfection. She openly talks about managing oily skin, especially under lights, heat, and stress. She normalizes it. No filters. No shame in doing so. She sends a powerful message. Greatness doesn't require flawlessness. Television. Vogue's lens. Intimacy over image. Vogue doesn't present Coco as untouchable. They present her as human. Laughing. Explaining. Reflecting. This isn't about selling a look, it's about understanding a mindset. Compass, tennis is what I do, not who I am. Those words anchor the entire feature. They reveal maturity beyond years. Coco knows that careers end. Identity shouldn't. She's building a life where tennis supports her, not defines her. That perspective protects her joy. Brain handling fame without losing self. At such a young age, Coco has learned something rare. Fame is loud, but inner voice must be louder. Her routines, her boundaries, her self-care. They all exist to preserve who she is when the crowd goes quiet. United States, why this story resonates with America. This is more than a beauty routine. It's an American coming-of-age story, young woman navigating excellence without surrendering authenticity, and a culture obsessed with output. Coco reminds us of identity. Coco Gauff doesn't need makeup to compete. She doesn't need hype to perform. She doesn't need titles to know her worth. This Vogue moment isn't about skincare, it's about self-knowledge. And that might be her most powerful win yet. Tennis is what she does. But who she is still beautifully unfolding. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.